pick and choose what makes sense for your business, what doesn't make sense, and all that stuff. But in order to do that, we need the full.
Yeah, because then another thing is when like they want to reschedule or they cancel that appointment, like yeah, they still pay a payment, but like, do they get you get like a free like?
No, that's why there's cancellation policies built into these things. There's, you know, reschedule.
Do they still get charged for that?
So if they're rescheduling, it's already covered.
Okay, but if they cancel, they still getting charged for the cancellation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have to finalize these.
Versus canceling.
Right. And I'm
then,
trying to think like.
And then to prevent like a habitual rescheduling, because that also impacts your schedule and what you have to do. Like, be like, okay, well, after the third reschedule that wasn't done within a specific time frame, then there would be an additional charge. Otherwise, it's because your time matters.
Right. Yeah, I'm fine with the like rescheduling thing. Like that makes sense because that's part of their package. Like I feel like part of their package needs to be like you get priority booking, you get first dibs on, or you have access to rescheduling. But the canceling, I guess that's why you would just do a card on file type of situation, because like for these, you have the cancellation.
With packaging, pricing,
it has to be
pricing. You have to have a card on file.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And the card on file is really to make sure that you're obviously being paid for your time.
Right.
It's not like you're charging their card or you visit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You already paid for or whatever. And then obviously there's also the payment plan aspect of things, which would require that card being on file.
Right.
So while they're getting a lot of value in the ease of knowing that their dogs are going to be groomed, they have priority, they have all of these stuff, they also have to be able to do their part too, because you're going to do yours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I was looking back at yours, your packages that you kind of gave me an idea of, and then I like looked at, I did like a whole brainstorming on ChatGPT of like different avenues, like different types of tiers that I would do, but that confused me too. So I was literally all weekend like looking at variables, because when I go do a deep dive, I have to break it apart and I have to figure out like what is in each tier, because I want to make sure that it makes sense to my clients, and I need to make sure I can articulate it properly without like they'll be like, well, what about this, what about that, and I'm gonna sit there and be like, I don't know.
So the first part of that would be what we're doing just now.
Right.
And that's getting all of these things out, using the transcripts, using what you're currently making, how much is being spent, using your Excel sheet that has your clients for the year, et cetera, what they're spending, using all of our conversation. And that's how those get formulated. And then from there, it gets put into the pricing situation, to where pricing now can be tailored a little bit differently now that there's more specific in there. And that's another formula. Boy, you just got me doing a lot of math.
I'm glad you doing it, because when I tried to do the math, my brain said, wait a minute, this ain't making sense.